I've got to say though that I love Madden 15. Even though it's not graphically enhanced every single game, this game is fun. And when you think about it, a video game is supposed to be fun, not boring. I've given up on 16, 17, 18. I'm gonna stop playing those. I'm gonna play this from now on. I don't know, I might play 16. 16 is my favorite. 17, 18, garbage. But 15, it's crazy good for its time. Or for a PS4 game. And I think that it's going to be a masterpiece in the long term. It looks really fucking good for comparing to the last.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down.
I feel like they downgraded their graphics.
Toss to the outside.
Pretty good.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Second down coming up.
Again,
the Panthers
Madden
line
is
up in the
a video game. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to. It's not meant to reflect the whole.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
It's not meant to reflect real life NFL.
When your quarterback throwing against zone defenses,
when they did that with 16,
that's what he did that time.
17, 18,
and the receiver ran
it was boring.
He's looking to the right here.
I've never been I've never been so bored in my life playing this game.
Second down, even after the
you gotta go so realistic. I can't even score a TD without having to do what they do in the NFL. That's what's boring, bro.
In on the tackle.
Like, again, it's a video game.
Nice play call that time by the
I think realism is starting to kill games.
He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were.
Now I like realism, but
a lot of zip on this throw, and Graham brings it in.
But when you go too far with realism, it can ruin a game. Just like if you go too far with graphics and you don't focus on gameplay, it can ruin the hell out of a game.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like
Take for instance, one of the most beautiful looking games ever to come out on PS4.
I got a break. Now
the Panthers defense
Battlefield
brings
1.
in an extra member of the secondary.
It was nice.
Very nearly intercepted.
It was beautiful. But it was fucking boring. It was boring. And I wasn't on an EA a goddamn $60. My goddamn $60 for a season pass. I'm only gonna pay them $60 for the content for Battlefield 1. So I sold the shit. I got rid of it. I got bored of it. It was nice. It looked nice. But if you go too far with graphics on something, it can make it boring.
There's nothing like being ahead in a football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way.
This is how I feel about games now.
And you make the other team come after you.
When I play a game,
Be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
I don't get excited anymore when I play it because it's just boring. Especially when it comes to realism. Realistic games that go way too far are so goddamn boring. Yes, they are. They're boring as fuck. And especially when their gameplay doesn't work. They're boring. And the overall presentation of the game doesn't work. I don't want to play, man. I'm like, fuck this. Still.
The Panthers have been involved in some tight games these past 2 weeks. They won one last week, but now they trail in another close one.
I'm saying, like, you know, what is wrong with developers? What is wrong with games? Like,
he's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
What is wrong with
love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work. And they stopped the offense that time.
What is wrong with consumers, gamers? I think we take graphics too much for granted. And then we care for I'm saying the graphics are not bad. But going too far and realistic in a game,
who'd want to take this kind of punishment when the defenders all around?
I get if it was a shooter, but a sports game? Bruh. Maybe some of us don't like to play competitive all the time like you do, like you guys do. Maybe some of us just like to play some football. Maybe some of us don't like to play fucking Ultimate Team all the time and be so competitive and have the realistic goddamn fucking experience. No. It's fun.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having offensive linemen.
But you know, if you go too far into realism,
that time the right side of the line collapses and it leads to a sack of the
graphics, then you don't. And you no longer focus on your gameplay, and then it ruins it. It's just no reason to do it. EA has stopped caring about their games. Ever since 18 came out, ugh.
Looking underneath that time.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And a touchback. First down here. Offense
I think realism kills video games. It does. I've always been one for pretty graphics, but I think the reason why the games are getting boring and they're getting just plain lackluster is because companies are caring too much about graphics and realism and trying to make it actually worth playing and fun. I never thought about it like that, but now that I think about it, yeah, that could be the reason why this shit's happening.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Because
the quarterback throws the drag route, it doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by
I noticed in 2014, 2017, games have gotten just way more boring. Like, Battlefield Hardline was really fun. And the Battlefield 4 was a little bit too realistic, even though I did like the campaign. And then Battlefield 1 was way too pretty, but it was boring as fuck. Seriously, it was.
The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Well, you got to have the draw play in the game or a delay. You know what that does.
Call of Duty has gotten way too realistic for its own good.
You usually get good games.
Call of Duty has ruined the shit out of it with microtransactions, so you know.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 40.
The majority of games now have ruined the shit with microtransactions. That's why Madden is ruined.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half.
And I just noticed that
Davis in the slot.
Little details really make this game. Like you can hear a tiger growling in the background, or the panther. Oh, shit. Oh, good boy. I got a fumble recovery off Cam Newton. That was awesome.
The offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
Now 1st and 10. He'll fire it out to the left, out to Stills. Stills takes the hit and is brought down.
Damn, people.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can
do every game's filled with microtransactions. Lately, I just been playing the old ones out of the heck out of the old ones, man.
New Orleans Saints.
I don't think they even boo anymore in the new ones. You don't hear any booing anymore in the crowd anymore.
They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Saints lined up now for the point after. Makes the PAT.
I think realistic quality kills
The
games.
Saints offense is on the sideline right now, bathing in the moment after putting up points, but it's the
But if you do it
really
in the
made
right way,
there, setting up the score with the fumble
it
recovery.
can be very good. But if you do it in the wrong way, it can be very, very boring. It can be very, very lackluster. Like Uncharted, they did it very, very well. They balanced it out every single year with graphics and realism and gameplay. Uncharted 1 came out, it improved. Uncharted 2 came out, it improved. Uncharted 3 came out, it improved. It was really good looking, but it also played amazing. And it was so realistic. And the whole story was amazing because of the acting and everything. Naughty Dog balanced that out very, very well. Uncharted 4 came out. It was good balance of realism, graphics, and gameplay.
The defense gets another sack.
Well, that time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line
I've come to learn that there are three things that make a game. Gameplay, graphics, and realism. But if you can't balance that shit out, people are going to get really angry. If you can't balance your shit out in your games and not work on it, people are going to get very angry. If you just work on graphics and realism and just put gameplay to the side of a game, then your game is going to turn to shit, and people aren't going to want to play it. They're going to get angry and upset. Seriously, I've come to learn that graphics come before gameplay come before graphics. You got to work on your gameplay before you work on your graphics and realism. If you completely ditch gameplay, then the person can't even play.
Time to turn it around. The Saints came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
And this is coming from a PC gamer, because I've done research. Okay.
Quick pass, it's complete, and he'll
Sorry, not a PC gamer. I'm not a PC gamer yet, but I'm a PC person.
Later on the drive, the pass is completed into tight coverage, and he'll be tackled at the 16.
But I learned that maybe that we're taking shit too far now. Maybe we're caring too much about graphics and realism, and not wanting to play games like they used to be. Not wanting to play the fun of it. Maybe we're getting too competitive. That's the problem. I guess that's why I don't play online on sports games, because I just don't like the way it's set up.
Fields the football at the 3.
Breaks the tackle. His big
I mean, shit.
In excellent field position.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of the
I mean,
football
people have
this
been saying
time.
that for
How
years,
about
but I
that
didn't see it.
return by the return team? Good job.
Or
good
go back and play
blocking.
this and
Look
like,
at the speed on that
yeah,
kind
I
of
think that
running.
really means something if you can balance out your shit.
Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
If you can balance out graphics, gameplay, and realism,
This will be second down.
then it will work perfectly. But if you can't, if you just focus on one thing or two things and not the third thing in the game, then it will ruin it.
Shotgun formation. New ball comes out. This one's going back the other way. The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. And
But
they got
seriously,
so
like,
much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you
this
think about it,
game
gets
is
more people
really
around the
freaking
football.
good.
It helps you deliver the hit
Because
even
it's balanced.
harder, and that's why
See,
they got
I
the
think
turnover.
companies
Great
have
job.
thrown out the word balance. I think companies have thrown the word balance out of games in recent years. There's no balance at all in the games anymore. Whether it be sports games, shooters, RPGs, what the fuck, man. It don't matter. They throw the word balance out the window, and they focus more on realism and graphics than they focus on gameplay. Or call it in Call of Duty's and say they focus on microtransactions and not balance. They throw balance out the window in Call of Duty. They don't give a shit about balance, and that ruins the game. Like, it makes people angry. because they give players an advantage over other players that other players don't get. And they can't balance that out, so, and they just let it all go to shit. They let it all go unbalanced, and then people just get fucking pissed off. Because the weapons are too overpowered, the specialists are too overpowered, their fucking score streaks are too overpowered. One-shot kill weapons. I can go on and on about first-person shooters and how they've changed, man.
And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. Defense has ruled today's game.
Way too strong. Way too unbalanced. Every shooter's way too unbalanced now. Even Rainbow's unbalanced.
The NFL, it's all about the offense. It's nice to see the defense dominate.
Someone got a paw on it.
Third and go. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it.
Oh, shit,
call
man.
the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
The kick is good.
Like balance and realism just come together.
Good kick. 3 points.
They go together, man. You can't do that.
Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff.
Battlefield 1 had no balance either. It was just overpowered bullshit. See, what I've come to believe is that companies have thrown the word balance out the window. And like I said before, that there's no longer balance in any shooter because companies don't give a shit. Their main goal is to put microtransactions in there and milk everything and milk every last dollar out of your pocket with microtransactions.
First down at the 30.
There's no longer balance in the game. There's just pay real money to get weapons in the game that are no longer there, or pay DLC, pay for DLC and season passes. No longer no balance, no longer no content. You don't get the content you pay for like you used to. You got to pay $60 for nothing.
On where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
And then you get a broken game that doesn't work.
Newton lines up in the pistol.
Balance has completely been thrown out the window. I mean, just
Newton's tackled down after a gain of 10.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First and 10.
Shooters and everything have been thrown out the window for balance.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first
Companies
down
are starting to care way too much about realism in sports games. And in Madden and NBA 2K especially, I don't think the show has gone that far yet with realism, that they haven't focused on their gameplay.
Looking at this deficit, you wonder how much
because MLB The Show does a really good job every year of balancing out realism, gameplay, and graphics very, very well. That's why I like them. But EA and NBA 2K have thrown the complete opposite out the window. They've thrown balance out the window. And they care too much about realism and they care about microtransactions. And they care about gameplay and all that stuff. They've thrown balance, which means graphics and realism just completely go out the window. Or graphics and realism completely just go way too far. And they don't focus on their gameplay. And that showed really with 18. And how bad and how completely of a disaster it was. It was just a big mess. 17-18 just proved that if you don't have good gameplay and you focus too much on graphics and realism, that it can totally destroy the game. It can totally either make it boring or it can totally just make it completely broken. You gotta have balance, man. And I think I've been saying that for a while. You gotta have balance in a game. And people have been talking about that for a while. They've been talking about that with games. You gotta have balance. If you can't have balance, then
picked up the first down.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing lead.
Look how well
We all know that. So
EA balanced NCAA football out. It was pretty good, but they did a really good job with realism, graphics, and gameplay.
Got to give the defense some credit.
I don't know why they went wrong with Madden. I think it was the fact that EA went wrong when they put in microtransactions in Madden Ultimate Team to milk money from people. That's when they were getting greedy.
Trying to pick up the first.
I think when they added an Ultimate Team, that's when people started. That's when EA started to not give a shit anymore.
Here's the handoff. This time, they failed to pick up the first on third down.
I don't know, but
good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now
if you don't have balance in a game, then it's just not going to work.
Offense lines up here.
Some people love the idea of not having balance in a game. I'm like, balance makes a game what it is. If you don't do those three things in the order I just said, your game's gonna be completely terrible. It won't work, first off. People won't want to play it, second off. And third off, it's gonna be way too realistic and nobody's gonna want to even touch it. Well, that's not true. There'll be people out there, there'll be idiots out there that will buy that shit. And they'll find it interesting, but I don't. I don't find it interesting. I don't find a game that's way too realistic, that's just like the NFL, fun. It's a video game. It's not supposed to be like on TV. Now granted, maybe the show does look pretty realistic, but it doesn't play. It plays very, very goddamn well for the realistic quality it plays. It's balanced out, like I said. Each year, the show balances out gameplay and mechanics before they do anything with graphics. They always talk about gameplay over graphics every single fucking year. I mean, I can't explain what they do. I can explain to you what they do every single year before they even bring out their game.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
They do live streams every single year. Somehow. Talking about how they do gameplay first. They show gameplay, then they show graphics, then they show changes about what they do in the game. They show the graphics along with the gameplay, but they show the gameplay first. They work on the gameplay, and then they show how good it looks. And then you see the realism when it comes out. EA don't give a shit.
They want to keep feeding him the football. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
EA don't give a shit. NBA 2K don't give a shit, because you know why? They focus too much on microtransactions and
now ready to go.
What's that word? NBA My Team and Madden Ultimate Team to get money out of consumers than really focusing on making their games better. Those two franchises are ruined. I hate to admit it to you, but they ruined it with microtransactions.
Crucial play here. Fourth down on
That's why I don't even want to touch
Madden
as much as I used to. I mean,
enough for the first as he's taken down at the 33.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top.
Ruined
and
it.
Keep that clock moving and just
They
controlling
ruined
the
it
football
with
game. Good job by the offense.
fucking
So far
microtransactions bullshit, man.
Reaches up to make the catch.
The only company that left standing here with some close to sports games, I hate to break it to you, the two biggest franchises in sports games, they are dying.
First down here after the
They have lost their luster.
Offense lines up here. To the ground. He is tackled.
Their gameplay is getting more and more lackluster every single year, and people keep complaining and getting upset. And I don't blame them. Because these two companies, EA and NBA 2K, do not give a shit about gameplay. They give a shit about how much money they can make, how far they can take their game, and how realistic they can take their games. People buy their product and get all an experience and get ripped off, and then how many microtransactions they'll pay for so that they can get more money out of NBA My Team. That's the problem, man.
On the way, third down.
EA does the same exact thing. lackluster gameplay, way too realistic, and trying to get microtransactions, trying to milk people's wallets with microtransactions out of Madden Ultimate Team.
The punter awaits the snap.
I hate to break it to you, YouTube, too, but I just...
They'll take it at the 20.
The majority of games now are taking stuff and they're putting microtransactions in their games. They want people to pay real money to get shit so they can make more and more money every single year. They want to get more and more greedy with money. This shit is sad. It is. Rainbow Six Siege is another one of those.
Bill, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It
can't
keeps your
tell you.
confidence up and it...
Man, dude. Did you guys know that Destiny 2 is pay to win? Did you guys know that Battlefront 2 is pay to win? Did you guys know that Need for Speed Payback is pay to win? Call of Duty is pay to win? The new Battlefield is going to be pay to win. And the other Ubisoft game is going to be pay to win. I'm sad. I really am. I'm sad that it's really come to this in the gaming industry. That every last company has to milk every single dollar out of the consumer's pockets because they're that greedy. I'm saddened by this. That's why I no longer want to participate in the pre-order season pass DLC generation of gaming, because I just completely don't want to support it anymore. Because I want the microtransactions to go away. They're ruining the games. If we took microtransactions out of games, if we took microtransactions out of games, graphics wouldn't mean anything. Graphics would be even more improved than they already are. They would be amazing. Is Madden 18 graphics really that top notch? No. I've seen crazy graphics on PC that are way better, but companies would give a shit again. They would start focusing on their game and making it good. They would fix their gameplay. They would fix the problems wrong with it. They would stop caring too much about realistic quality gameplay, a realistic quality game, and going back to the drawing board and fixing what they had, fixing what was wrong. Just don't know what to say, but I believe the gaming industry is ruined. I do. Because I believe from now on, these three major AAA companies like EA, Activision, and Ubisoft, they're going to use microtransactions in all their games. They're going to ruin it. They're going to completely just they're going to completely just knock it into the ground with how much they want to milk the consumers' wallets with microtransactions. They want them to pay real money to get the shit. When you've already paid $60 for support a game, and on top of that, you've either paid $30 or another $60 for the premium pass for Battlefield. And you paid $30 for DLC, But on top of that, you still got to pay more money to get the rest of the shit with microtransactions. The more and more I look at the gaming industry, the more and more I just don't want to even be a part of it. More and more, I just don't even look at game. I don't even look at my Game Informer magazines anymore because I just don't even look at the shit. I don't look at reviews. I don't look at videos. I don't look at anything anymore. I just don't want to be a part of this generation of gaming. Just don't know what to say, man. I'm sad to be a gamer. I'm sad to be a gamer. I'm sad to be a gamer. I'm sad to be a fan of video games because these games are no longer video games. They're just a way to make more money out of people. They're not video games. They're a bank. They're a bank. They're a bank that you go to that transfers money to EA's pockets. I can't tell you. And Activision's and Ubisoft's. This is no longer a video game. It's a money scheme. It's Vegas basically. It's playing the Vegas slot machine. It's gambling. It's playing the Vegas slot machine. It's putting all your chips in and expecting to either win or lose. We've come that far with how greedy things are. Guys, I just don't know what to say, but I don't want to be a gamer anymore. In this generation, I don't want to buy any new games anymore. Any new games from EA, Activision, or Ubisoft, they're just fucking greedy. I'm waiting for The Last of Us Part 2 and Days Gone, and I'm done. Hopefully I'll have enough money to build my PC. But seriously, the console gaming industry has turned into it's turned into a Vegas slot machine. It's a way for you to spend money on shit, and you either put it all in to win or lose. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's a game of chance. It's 50-50. It's like the lottery. You just never know. The console gaming industry has turned into pay to win. I hate to break it to you, but it's turned pay to win. It's a way to get more money out of people. This is the honest to God truth. I want you. I wish you guys will wake up and see what's going on. I have. This is ruining the gaming industry. I can't say. I haven't bought a new game in days since Modern Warfare Remastered. That was the last game I bought on PS4. I haven't bought a new game since then, and I don't want a new game. I don't want a game that's filled with pay to win. I don't want a game that's filled with microtransaction. I don't want a game that's lackluster in content. I don't want a game that's pay to win, because then it just gives the player an advantage. The gaming industry has turned into pay to win. It's all about who can milk the last consumer for the last dollar. It's no longer about gaming anymore. It's about how to make money. It's always been about how to make money, but it's gotten way too greedy in recent years. The last 2 years, microtransactions have become a big, huge thing around the gaming industry. I'm just saying that I just think I want to get out of this hole. I just don't think I'll buy another new game again on console, because the console game industry is ruined. PS1, Xbox One is a microtransaction agenda generation. I just don't know anymore if I even want another game. I just stick to Last of Us, man. I've been enjoying old games lately. Last of Us is like fucking 4 years old, man, and I still love it. I still love playing it. It's amazing how good an old game can be compared to a new one. Maybe it doesn't look all graphically enhanced, but it's fun. It's not about making money when you go back and you play the old games. It's about how good the game is and how much the consumer is looking forward to playing that game, how much they enjoy it. No longer is our games about enjoyment, they're about money, microtransactions, and trying to milk the consumer for their last dollar. And realism. They have fucking ruined it. They have ruined what could have been the greatest generation ever with their bullshit business tactics. They have ruined the gaming industry with microtransactions, DLC and season passes, and lack of content and broken games and everything. Just the list goes on and on. I'm done, man. I'm done supporting the gaming industry. I can't tell you. As a consumer, I've had so much shit recently in the years that I just got so tired of it. And I fucking said I'm done. I am done. I'm done with the gaming industry and console. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm no longer in a pre-order. I'm no longer gonna buy any games from EA. I'm no longer gonna buy any fucking things from these AAA companies. The only game I want is from Naughty Dog, and that's Last of Us Part 2 and Days Gone, and that's it. I'm done with these greedy ass developers. I'm done with them trying to milk me for my every last dollar. I'm done with them trying to sell me lackluster content. I am fucking done with them trying to sell me broken games. I'm done with how realistic things have just... They're caring too much about realism over gameplay. I'm fucking done. I think we should rise up as a generation of consumers and tell these companies no, that we're not going to take their shit anymore. I'm done. I'm just gotten totally sick of it. I think we should just fucking say no. Start pre-ordering. We should say, you give us a full game. You give us a full fucking game for our $60, and you give us all the content that we paid for. And you give us a full game that works and not is broken. And you stop doing these microtransaction bullshit. We're not gonna take your shit by paying for your goddamn microtransactions with real money. We should stand up as a generation of console players and say, no, we fucking had it. Seriously. I think a lot of people have started to do that. I'm done, guys. I just see how the game industry has become just a make money scheme. No longer is it about fun. No longer is it about how much content you get. It's about it's about every single way a company can make money and be greedy. From microtransactions to DLC to season passes to giving you lack of content to broken game, to no gameplay, to not fixing their gameplay, to lack of variety of games, to unbalanced bullshit, to caring too much about realism than really caring about making a game worth playing. To taking away competition and making games less fun because they're way too easy and they're just not like they used to be. That's a problem. Yeah. I've had it. I've had it. I'm tired of this shit going on year by year. I'm no longer supporting it, and neither should you. What I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to start renting my games, and I'm going to play them before I buy them. I'm no longer going to buy them. Or I'm no longer going to pre-order shit unless I know it's going to be something good. Or unless it's worth my money. I'm fucking sick of it. I think we should say no. I think we should say no to Ubisoft, EA, and Activision. We should vote with our dollar, our money, and say no. Fucking we're tired of this shit. Really, we are. We want the full content we paid for. We want season passes and DLC to go away. We want fucking microtransactions to be out of games. We want balance back in games. We want games that are fun and, you know, worth our money. We want games that don't end so quickly. We want more replayability. We want a game that has more replayability. We want a game that doesn't end so quickly. We want a game that can last long, that can be fun, that is worth our time and our hours put in. We don't want a lackluster experience that just, you know, completely just ends in like 1 day or 2 days or maybe about a week. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of it. I'm sorry for ranting, but this had to be said. The gaming industry is dead. It is, and I hate to say that, but it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Shooters are dead. Need for Speed is dead. Madden's dead. NBA 2K's dead. FIFA could be dead in like years. It's all because of one thing, guys. Microtransactions. Paying for your shit. Paying real money for your shit. Over getting an advantage over other players. That's not fun. It ruins the shit out of it. No more grinding, no more having to work for your shit. Just, here, we'll hand it to you. Like you're just so stupid, you know. Like you can't. Game available, just hand it to you. But you gotta pay real money for it. Fucking sad, man. I like having to be able to grind for my shit and work for it. That was the fun part of it. Oh, you can grind Destiny too. But, you know what? You won't get what you paid. You won't get what you grinded for. It will take you a fucking year to get everything that you got in Destiny 2. Because of the pay-to-win scheme. I've had it. Telling you, I didn't. Modern Warfare Remastered was my last straw. I couldn't take it. I'm sorry for ranting, guys, again, but We have to do something. We have to do something as a generation of gamers. We can't let this keep happening. Or they'll keep taking advantage of us. It's your choice. I'm not forcing you. It's your choice. Anyway, guys, I'm going to turn my mic off now. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to be broadcasting Madden 15. And hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, dislike, Don't agree with me, but, I'm sure some of you will watch this video and you will agree with me that everything I said was 100% true. But a lot of you will probably, one of you would probably dislike this video, would say I'm full of shit. But okay, I don't care. Maybe you just don't see it. But anyway, guys, have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.